Hey, I'm Nicholas, and in this video, I will be explaining the Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services. So basically, the Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services is a federal law enforcement agency that falls under the Smithsonian Institution. It is which is a independent agency. So, it is responsible for um, uh, protecting zoos, research centers, um, and pretty much and museums and pretty much anything owned by the Smithsonian Institution. Um, they enforce federal and state laws. They also, so again, a lot of the laws applied to basically the Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services has very similar authority when it comes to enforcement compared to the National Park Service. So a lot of what they do is very similar to the National Park Service. Of course, they are separate agencies, but they have very similar roles, and a lot of the laws they enforce are very similar. Um, the Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services works along with the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, which has mutual aid agreements with the Smithsonian Institution. So, when it comes to protecting, of course, the Smithsonian Institution Museum, so the Smithsonian Museum, which is located in Washington D.C. So yeah, they have concurrent jurisdiction in ways. Of course, the Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services has more jurisdiction over Smithsonian property than the Washington D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. However, they do work with each other because they have mutual aid agreements with each other. The Smithsonian Institution Office of Protective Services has domestic-wide jurisdiction to operate anywhere within the U.S. They primarily operate within the D.C. area because that's where most of the Smithsonian is located. However, they have domestic-wide jurisdiction to conduct investigations or protect Smithsonian property. They have a couple of divisions, such as the Smithsonian. What was it called? The Smithsonian Museum. The Smithsonian Museum Protective Services Division. The Smithsonian Museum Protective Services Division. They also have the National Zoological Park Police. And there's one more division within the Smithsonian that protects the Smithsonian Museum. I forgot what it's called, but there is one more. So basically, there's 3 divisions in total. They are trained. Their officers are trained at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, usually in Glencoe, Georgia, but sometimes elsewhere. That's pretty much it. They are a well-sized agency, and actually, they're one of the few federal law enforcement agencies that protects zoos. Again, uncommon because most zoos are owned by municipal or state governments or private institutions, but this one is owned by the federal government. That's it for today's video. Thank you for asking. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video.